Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our real estate market report for the Toronto, GTA, Caledon, and Muskoka areas. I'm Katharine Loucaidou, and I'm here with my team partner,
Elizabeth Stokes.
We are here with the November real estate market update, and we're going to make it short and sweet. The reason being is that a lot of our numbers all mimic each other because the patterns appear to be the same, at least in the Toronto, the GTA, and the Caledon areas. Liz here will also inform us of how Muskoka matches up to what's going on in the Toronto area. So the Toronto Real Estate Board president came out last week and gave us the update for November. So here's how it looks right now in our real estate market. November continued to be greatly influenced by the higher borrowing costs. So because the mortgage rates have increased significantly since the beginning of the year, that has affected the market. And I'm sure that you've noticed it as well where you live. And maybe if you have friends and relatives that live in other parts of Ontario, they may be also noticing what's going on. It is a short-term shock. And every time we have a mortgage rate decrease or increase, there is this sort of holding pattern, and then people continue to buy and sell. Now, because we have had a number of mortgage rate increases, there has been more shock to the market, naturally. So here is what we see in the Toronto, GTA, and Caledon areas. Our new listings are down significantly. We are actually down 49% Toronto and GTA area for new listings. The sales actually mimic that as well. In Toronto and in the Caledon area, our sales are down between 49 and 50%. Simply because people are pulling back and I think a lot of people are just trying to come to terms with the mortgage rate difference now from what it was at the beginning of the year and just deciding, okay, what is our next best move? And Liz, I think you're going to find this as well, probably in Muskoka. People are coming to terms with the fact that the home prices are significantly different now than they were for the last 2 years.
Definitely. It's been a hard adjustment, I think, for the sellers for that, because they've seen such high prices. And now when they're getting the values on their homes, it's a lot less. And there's a bit of a shock in there. Mm-hmm. And that's something that, does involve a lot of discussions. Interestingly, though, like if I look at this November over last November, our listings are still up on both waterfront and non-waterfront properties for the number of listings. Mm-hmm. But the sales price, like the number of sales, is definitely down, almost 26%.
Okay.
For non-waterfront, 45 for waterfront. The sales prices increased very slightly on waterfront, and that's because to get affordable waterfront, it's now come back in to the realm for most people for possibilities. Right. Yes. The housing prices dropped very, very slightly. Mm-hmm. So and that's talking this year over last, but we are seeing a shift overall from the start of the year to now. And I think that just has reflections on the market.
Yes. And I think that the markets that were most inflated are the ones that are feeling the largest adjustment. And I'm not going to say decline because I do believe that everything was so inflated for 2 years that even if we go back, and I went back to the 2019 numbers, and the housing prices are still about 150,000 more than they were in 2019, which means that there were normal gains every year had we not had that 2-year inflationary period, basically. Now, the Toronto Real Estate Board, I didn't mention what the average selling prices were. The average selling price on the Toronto Real Estate Board is actually only down about 7.2%. We are finding that a little bit higher in some of the outlying areas where a lot of people were flocking to, and those prices rose very quickly. In those areas similar to Caledon, the prices seem to have an adjustment of 15%. Rather than just 7%.
Just knowing that, as you were saying, 2019 to now, we're definitely seeing that curve is there. So if we take out that little blip of high prices when everybody was sort of, we need to move, there is still growth. I had a property that I just sold it, and they have made out as a nice increase.
Yes, they did get a significant gain, from when they purchased in just 2 years.
Yes.
So The picture isn't bleak by any means. It's
Not
just
at all.
a mindset adjustment that we're hoping that people will, I guess, just come to embrace for 2023. Our Ontario market is always going to be strong. Whether you are in Toronto or whether you're, going to Muskoka, it's always going to be a strong real estate market. And there is always going to be opportunity. There's always going to be an opportunity to move to where you want to be. But Liz, wouldn't you agree that if you're buying a property and you're buying that property to live in with your family, whether you pay slightly more or slightly less, or whatever the case is, over the next 4 to 7 years, it will always balance out and you will always come out on top. It's how our real estate economy works here in Ontario.
Definitely. I do agree there. And the fact that when you are buying, it's not just an investment in a physical, it's an emotional investment, a place that you call home, not a house. And that in itself has huge, huge benefits. But I will say one thing, because of some of the shifting in the prices right now, if somebody is looking for waterfront, now is the time, because we are seeing properties under $1 million.
Yes. And we actually did a lot of research on that a couple of weeks ago. And we found a significant number of waterfront properties in the Muskoka area, which some of them we even found under 800,000, which was amazing. And I do think that if you have been looking and waiting for that property, whether you are upsizing and you're going from a 3-bedroom to a 4-bedroom, or a townhouse to a 3-bedroom, whatever the case is, it is a really great time. And, all you have to do is you go to the bank, get pre-approved. Once you know what you can afford and you have that affordability index for yourself, we are here to guide you to your budget, to what you find affordable, and, just to really find that place that's going to be a wonderful family residence that you can enjoy, make memories, and so much more. Liz, like you said, it's an emotional purchase, not just a financial one.
It is, definitely, because you want to find the place that makes your heart sing.
Absolutely.
And if you can do it at a great price, it's even better.
I know, right? I mean, who doesn't like a great price these days?
Definitely.
Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in. We will be doing the market in review next month so that you can see what exactly 2022 did. And, from the bottom of our hearts, we really wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year to you and your family. Enjoy each other, enjoy your time together, and things have a way of working out. Wouldn't you agree?
I do, definitely. Happy holidays to everyone, and we will see you in the new year.
See you in 2023.
Have a great day.